I don't use needles anymore. I came to Atlanta because I love Coca-Cola. So I wanted to see the Coca-Cola factory, but it's not open. And, I have some friends that have been stuck here for a while. And so I hung out with them. And after COVID-19 happened, they shut the railroad down.
Right.
And you needed an ID for Greyhound. There wasn't really that many people around. I got stuck here, I guess. And, I haven't really made any friends here. I don't really know anybody. I always drink Coca-Cola and not Pepsi.
Branding.
I'm a huge fan of Coca-Cola. I've drank Coca-Cola my whole life. Probably missing teeth because of Coca-Cola.
Jesus.
But, I haven't really made any friends here, which usually doesn't happen. I usually make friends wherever I go. Atlanta's been different, that's for sure. I mean, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, which is like your sister city, I guess. And, I used to do this thing where I would travel from, I had a little route that I took so I could work. And, I need to get back on that. I used to, pick apples in the fall, do sugar beets in the winter, then go up to Maine and do cranberries and blueberries in the summer. Then go back to the Midwest and do potatoes.
A traveler.
Yeah. And then I'd go down to Arizona with all the money, and I'd help my family out. So I'd make about $10,000 at the end of the day. Which is a lot of money for someone to have on.
Facts.
And so I'd usually travel alone. I'm used to being alone. And, where I am at in my life, it seems like a sad place because I don't have any friends. But, I have a lot of people who plot and scheme.
Right.
But I feel like that's what a lot of people have to deal with today. Because, for some reason everybody
the quality of people.
After Game of Thrones came out, everyone wanted to play fucking, the War of the Roses.
Littlefinger.
Yeah. Everyone wanted to play the War of the Roses. And, I'm not much of a schemer. I'm not much of a plotter. But things seem to work out for me without me having to plot or scheme. Which has led me to believe that there is either a fourth dimensional being or AI that, predicts the things that happens in my life. And so I'm sitting here just like someone would, back in the 30s saying, well, what am I supposed to do with my life? I've finished, everything's over. It's a museum now. All the shops are empty. Everything must go. I'm only 30 years old, but I don't want to be doing this when I'm 50. Because I started this when I was 15. And, I have someone I love. It's just like 2 states away. But I just have this feeling that if I go there, things aren't going to be what I think they are.
Why not?
Just because, I have this idea in my head about how, what kind of person I am, what kind of person the woman I fell in love with is. And I know things aren't going to be what I say that, what I think.
So you've been able to get in contact with her?
Nah, I haven't talked to her in years.
Oh, Lord.
But hey, we didn't see each other for 7 years before, you know. The truth is, I'd probably be in a better place if I had stayed, waited for the police, told the names of at least one person I know, and the nickname of someone I know, and become a snitch. They probably would have given me free housing. They probably would have given me food stamps. They probably would have given me money for,
Could you
awaiting
sleep with
trial.
it? Could you sleep with doing it? Like, after you did it, do you feel like you would feel guilty?
Yeah. Because I don't believe that one man's life is worth another. I believe that you can't weigh the worth of one person's life against another. That's what the whole justice system is based on. So, at the end of the day, as much as I dislike the police, as much as I dislike the American justice system, it's, in fact, is truth. You know, you can weigh one man's life against another. My life obviously isn't worth the same as yours. And that's clear. But, you know, I think I could have lived with it at the end of the day, maybe. But because of a really nice nurse and not knowing what I'm going to do, this whole thing happened. And she bought me a bus ticket and gave me $300. Said once you get to Atlanta, you can, figure out what you're gonna do. When really I should have gone the opposite direction. I should have gone to Phoenix, but she didn't want to pay for her bus ticket to Phoenix. I can't blame her for that. It's expensive.
That's crazy.
Yeah. This dude, too, he wasn't a bad dude. He just operated in the wrong neighborhood.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's that.
So you've been here how long though?
3 years, 3.5 years.
3 years?
Yeah, it's a long time to be somewhere. Especially a person in my predicament.
So you haven't found any jobs in 3 years?
I don't have an ID. I don't have a birth certificate that got stolen from me in Stockton, California.
So we need to get you an ID and a birth certificate?
Social security card, yeah. And I can work pretty much anywhere. I've had 25 plus jobs in my life. I've done everything from work at Subway to help someone who's an accountant, by being their file holder, and to working with migrant workers from Mexico picking oranges. So I'm very capable. I graduated high school, and so I often end up asking myself, how did I end up in this predicament? And then I remember that I graduated at 16 and didn't have anything to do. So you gotta leave in order to get, job experience, because no one in your hometown wants to hire you because you have no job experience.
That's crazy. Set up to fail, basically.
So, just like the migrant workers, freed slaves in the 40s, I hopped on a freight train looking for work, and ended up here. 15 years later. I'd come through Atlanta about 7 or 8 times before this, and just, maybe spent 3 days here. A week was the longest I'd been here before. But yeah.
That's deep.
Love you, Mom, if you see this. Love you, Megan, if you see this. I'm sure you will somehow.